Hi Cancer, welcome to February 2018. Now, this is the eclipse season that we're in here because the Leo lunar eclipse happened on January 31st. It's followed by the Aquarius solar eclipse on February 15th. Now, these eclipses are in a very personal part of your chart, which has to do with what you love and value, what other people love and value, your talent, gifts, and abilities. The Leo eclipse was activating. Now the Aquarius eclipse is activating shared resources and your partner's money, insurance payout, tax payout, inheritance payout, trust. Who do I trust? Who can I let in? Where do I need some more boundaries? Now, for some of you, you may have someone in your life that's like walking away from the partnership or walking away from their responsibility in the partnership. And this could be a business partnership, leaving you in charge. So that, like, for some of you, maybe you're in some sort of business partnership with somebody, or it could also be, you know, a relationship. And they're just like, well, I don't want to do this anymore. You take over, or, you know, I don't want to be paying for this anymore. You take over. And so, you know, be aware of that if at the Aquarius eclipse, anyone is trying to make you do all the work in something or pay for everything when it was supposed to be a shared responsibility. And, you know, make sure that you are doing what's right for you and standing up for yourself and speaking your truth and not letting them just go, oh, well, I don't feel like doing this anymore, so you do it. You know, no, you know, this is what we agreed to, and, you know, we're a partnership and you're the partner. And so you have to contribute. And make sure you do that with people, that if they promise you something or owe you something or have committed to you in some way, that they are keeping their end of the bargain, that they're keeping their part of the responsibility here so that you are not having to carry all of the burden, having to do all the work. And so be aware of that. You know, eclipses are a weird energy, and, you know, we have the moons involved, and the moon is your ruling planet, and then we have a full moon, and then you have, you know, the solar eclipse, and the moon, that's a new moon, you know, and so it really gets people going, and, you know, there's going to be a lot of chaos out there and confusion, but there's a lot of positive energy too, you know, and there is many, many opportunities in here for you this month. So there's a lot of good things happening too. But I did want to bring to your attention, you know, that potential around that eclipse time, you know, if that, for some of you, if there's any kind of shared responsibility going on and that others are doing what they promised to do for you. Now, Venus enters Pisces on the 10th, and Pisces is your fellow sister sign, and that is very harmonious with you. So now you have Neptune in Pisces and Venus in Pisces, and then Mercury enters Pisces on the 17th, followed by the Sun on the 18th, and that's where you really start to get strong and clear, where you're focused on your future and you're focused on, you know, where you're going, and you feel the wind in your sails. Before that, you know, we've got this powerful solar eclipse happening. Now, Uranus is sextile the eclipse, which is brilliant breakthroughs, all kinds of ideas coming to the forefront. And for you, it's in the area of your destiny in the world. Uranus is, you know, your destiny in the world. And so, you know, it can be bringing you opportunities that are amazing, or maybe you're having some new insights into your partnerships, your relationships that you have been needing to have. And Uranus can work like lightning. It's like, all of a sudden we have an epiphany. All of a sudden we're just like, whoa, now I know this. Okay, this is good. I didn't know this before, but I know it now. And, you know, that's awesome. You know, the sun is squaring, is being challenged by Jupiter. It goes exact on the 10th, and it's in the solar eclipse. So Jupiter is squaring the sun, the moon, and Mercury. Now that can be where we're going over the top with things, where you know, and that's where you want to be careful, where you're not going, where this person says, oh, that, you know, I can't pay, so you pay, and you're like, oh, okay, I'll do it. You know, I can do it. Just because we can do something doesn't mean it's right to do it. You know, when we take on other people's responsibilities, we're taking on their karma. And when we take on other people's responsibilities and take on their karma, they don't get the lesson and we feel more burdened. So make sure, even though you could be feeling really excited and upbeat and positive because Jupiter's in here and he makes everything feel good, but when he's challenging like this, it's an overreach, it's an overdue, it's an overextension, and we can just think, oh, I can do anything. And no, it's out of proportion here. It's over the top. And so make sure that you are looking out for you this month and not taking on more than what's your responsibility. Then, of course, you have Valentine's Day on the 14th, the solar eclipse on the 15th, followed by the Chinese Lunar New Year on February 16th. So this eclipse kicks off the Chinese Lunar New Year on the 16th, which is the year of the dog. I'm a dog. Dogs are loyal. They are pure positive energy. They are compassionate. And so this could be a year where, you know, generosity and loyalty pay off. And if you don't know what your Chinese animal is, very easy to Google it. And you'll get a million websites that, you know, tell you, show you the chart. It's based on the year you were born. So whatever year you were born is the 12 animals. And this year it's the year of the dog. And so it's really cool how it's tied into the solar eclipse, new beginning. And it's good for you to, you know, use that eclipse to set boundaries with others, to raise your standards with others, and make sure that whoever you're partnering with, whether it's personal or professional, that they are on Team Cancer, that they're really, you know, on your team, and you're not carrying them, you know, and just dragging them along with you. Now, Mars is going to square Neptune on the 17th. That could be a weird day. Because when the planets are being challenged by Neptune, you know, we can think something's really good and we come to find out it's not very good. Now this for you could have, you know, someone at work could be doing the same thing where they're not pulling their weight and you're doing all the work at work. And so be aware of that. Or there could be someone in your environment that likes to gossip and, you know, stir trouble at the office. Be aware of that. Don't make any big decisions on that day because it could be a very confusing energy, which is wild because, you know, we've got this eclipse going on and Uranus is involved and that's, you know, insight and breakthroughs, but yet Jupiter's bringing it over the top, so we're all going to be feeling like really great and things are great. But we could be fooled here because Neptune is merging with Venus even at the eclipse and being squared by Mars, which goes exact on the 21st and 25th. The 21st, Venus exactly merges with Neptune, and then well, Mars squares Neptune on the 17th, Venus merges with Neptune on the 21st, Mercury merges with Neptune on the 25th. So, you know, this is an amazing creative energy. So if you're using this energy on these dates here in February to be creative, to visualize what you want, hold that vision of what you want, dream what you want, when you use it for that, it's powerful. It can give you the vision. It can give you incredible inspiration. The challenge comes in is if we're projecting it out onto someone or something, and we're not seeing them for who they really are, or what it really is, then we get disappointed. Neptune is very famous for leaving us disappointed because it rules the movie industry. It rules fantasy. And so we see what we want to see, and we just want the fantasy. We don't want the reality when Neptune's so strong like this. And then we find out the truth, and then it's not what we thought it would be, and then we feel let down. So we've got to be careful in here in February, especially the 4th through the 17th, because Neptune is, weaving stories and visions and dreams, and we can confuse them with people, we can confuse them with facts, we can confuse them with situations, or what we believe. It could be something you believe. You could believe something to be true, come to find out it's not so true. It's a good time for you to rest, relax, and recharge your batteries here in February, though, because you've done the heavy lifting in January. You've already done the heavy lifting in January. So you want to rest and recharge your batteries and rejuvenate here in February. And, absolutely use February to love you. Love you. Have compassion for you. Compassion is more important than confidence. Yes, we want to be confident. Having compassion is really important. Having compassion and forgiveness for self is really important and amazing. And so that's another strong message I'm getting in here for you, is to take that time, especially around the eclipses, when you're coming into February, if you're feeling tired, make sure that you're taking that time to rest, relax, rejuvenate, recharge your batteries, and play and have fun. Schedule that play time in. You do have Jupiter in that area of play and fun. And so for some of you, you may not even want to work, like you're just feeling like, oh, I just want to play, I want to kick back, I want to have fun. I don't want to, be working hours after hours after hours. I want to have some fun. And that's good for you too. Because he's not going to be here, he's going to move out of Jupiter's going to move out of that area in November 8th. And then you'll be really focused on work again. And so why not take time to have fun and play and live it up? It's your time to do it. And then, of course, we have this big focus in water going on here by the 18th, which is pretty cool. Sun in Pisces, Mercury in Pisces, Venus in Pisces, Neptune in Pisces. And the Sun will harmonize with Saturn on the 25th, which is good. And that can be, a great day for relationship and partnership. And maybe, you're working things out with this other partner. Definitely by the end of the month, you'll be working things out with the Sun in harmony with Saturn. And Mercury is in harmony with Pluto on the 28th. That can give you tremendous insight into how to navigate these situations and people and what's happening, and how you can make good choices for yourself. It could get a little chaotic here with the eclipses and all this confusing energy with Neptune, but it does clear out by the last few days in February, and it gets very favorable. It's a favorable time. The last few days in February up until March 17th is a very favorable time, and you're going to love it. That's because you're really in a strong time of the year for yourself, and the planets will be more harmonious. We'll be out of the eclipse season. Planets will have finished passing over Neptune, and that will empower you to make good decisions and choices and have greater clarity in here with what you're doing and what is the best choices for you. And this is a strong month for you to focus on your resources and your money and what you're doing to build up your money and your resources, and balancing that with, you know, fun time, play time, relaxation, really important. Now, for some of you, you know, someone from your past wants a second chance with you. It's another message I got in here for you, here in February. You know, so for those of you that may not feel finished with someone, you could find that they come back this month, wanting to get a fresh start with you. And, you know, maybe it's the right thing to do. You know, it's going to be unique for each one of you. This is a general forecast. And so, but be aware of that, that someone from your past wants a second chance with you. So you'll have to decide if you want to do that dance with them. It's up to you. You know, for single Cancers, love is on for you this entire year. You have Jupiter in that area of true love, romance, fun, play, playmates. This is the area of playmates. And so make sure you're taking time from work to have fun and meet people so that you can meet that special lover, that special playmate that could be absolutely, you know, in the stars for you this year. And you don't want to be just so focused on work that you're not looking at what's around you and seeing that there could be an amazing playmate here for you that is wonderful and fun and making life rich and juicy. Okay, now for those of you attached and coupled, you know, it's a great month for you too, celebrating Valentine's Day, celebrating the relationship, doing nice things for each other. You know, it's important for you to be receiving too. You know, is this, you know, relationship that you're in, you know, for some of you, you know, if you're not receiving from this relationship, you know, maybe it's time for you to move on and, you know, meet someone new that's better for you and better to you and, you know, right for you. So keep that open. You know, for those of you happily coupled, you know, have fun, play, do things that recharge your batteries. Things are moving up for you in the career area, especially now that you're moving into Pisces. You know, there's this opportunity for you to, you know, expand what you're doing into the world, move up in what you're doing, and that will come in March, April, May, June, and so on as the planets move to the top of the chart for you and accentuate that area of profession in the world, moving up in the world. And you are moving up because you have Saturn moving you up. Hopefully you like it. Hopefully you want it. But, you know, Saturn is there moving you up to achieve your goals. And at the same time, he's testing your relationships, making sure that they are, that you are receiving from your partners, whether it's a business partner or a personal relationship. It's important that you are receiving. There are new opportunities coming your way very soon, so make sure that you're ready. And you can do that by taking good care of yourself, resting and recharging your batteries, setting boundaries with those that are not pulling their weight with you, because there are some amazing new opportunities coming in here for you, and you want to be ready for those new opportunities that are coming your way very soon. If not this month, then next month. For sure. And it could be this month because sudden opportunities can happen with this solar eclipse, new start, new beginning, new energy. Spiritually, you know, take that time for yourself. Play, have fun, be in the moment, be childlike, and be inquisitive. And Source will be downloading through the eclipses, through these energies, new insights, new understandings, new visions of your beautiful future and what you're creating. And your health, you know, with Mars in there, this is a great time to get leaner if you want. If you want to, and who doesn't? We always want, everybody wants to get leaner, right? And so This is a good time with Mars in that area. You can burn calories with Mars here for sure. So thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Thank you for liking, favoring, sharing, and Google Plusing my videos. Cancer, you're rocking awesome. Thank you for subscribing. You totally rock. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please do. And if you would like for me to take a detailed look at your astrology, it's very easy. Or if you're interested in coaching, those links are below, or they're up in the cards here, down in the Show More section. So until next time, Cancer, be ready for the new opportunities coming your way.